huge surge of unscreened Muslims flooding U.S. Muslim immigration from dangerous nations is dramatically higher in recent years, and government assurances that immigrants are being properly screened is a farce, according to accomplished author and columnist Paul Sperry. It has a huge surge under Obama. In the last 3 years, he has averaged 100,000 new immigrants from Muslim nations a year. That is very alarming. It has more than we re-importing both from Central America and Mexico combined. This is a big shift in immigration flows, said Sperry, who is the author of Infiltration, How Muslim Spies and Subversives Have Penetrated Washington, and co-author of Muslim Mafia, Inside the Secret Underworld that is Conspiring to Islamize America. It is really insane what we're redoing. No one is really talking about it. But this mass immigration from Muslim countries poses a serious national security threat, said Sperry, who is also a Hoover Institution media fellow and former Washington bureau chief of WND. Sperry frequently writes for the New York Post and Investor's Business Daily. The stated reason for the influx in recent years is the rise in refugees from war-torn nations like Syria and Iraq. The number of people accepted from Syria in particular baffles Sperry, who said there is a long-standing policy of keeping Syrians at bay. You read it here first. Jan. 27, secret planting of up to 75,000 Syrian Muslims begins in U.S. Obama hasn't shown willingness to rescue Christian refugees. Syria has always been on our terrorist list, he said. We have had very strict restrictions on Syrian immigration. Since Syria has become a failed state, Obama has increased the number of refugees. By the time he leaves office, we will be importing over 10,000 Syrians into this country. This is a concern because Iraq and Syria are now controlled by the Islamic State. In his startling book, Infiltration, How Muslim Spies and Subversives Have Penetrated Washington, Paul Sperry uses revealing interviews and classified documents to courageously explain how, for the past 30 years, Islamist extremists have been covertly working to destroy our constitutional government. Get Infiltration from the WND superstar. The government insists the case of each refugee is carefully scrutinized before he or she is allowed into the U.S., but Sperry said that claim is laughable. At the top levels of the administration, DHS and so forth, they claim that these refugees are being vetted, Sperry said. But it is a complete farce. We know that from testimony from the FBI officials who are in charge of that type of vetting process for terrorists coming in under visas and these refugee programs.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. You can visit us on www.therealthingme.webs.com.